Did you already start again?
No, it's doing the intro. Hey everybody, welcome to Brother, Sister, your favorite sibling streamers. Welcome to
the show.
Brother versus Sister, another episode. Today we're playing Disney's Aladdin. And again, like last week, I'm playing the SNES version, and
which is not as high quality as the Sega Genesis.
Yeah, we've been like looking through it. The Sega looks so much better. I'm actually really jealous that little sister.
The music's even better in the Sega version. I'm sorry that you all have to hear the lame SNES.
Well, again, welcome back to the stream. For folks that missed last week, we competed at Lion King and Little Sister.
Barry, the most important thing is that Sister won last week.
Little Sister did win. Oh, okay. Apparently my mic is pretty quiet, so let's turn that up. I don't know if I'm going to be able to turn it up. I might have to turn the music down. Let's do that.
That's probably what it is too.
Yeah, settings, audio, and turn. Hopefully that helps a little bit more, folks in the chat. Does that sound a little bit better? Maybe. Ah, nice. Okay, good.
Oh, good. That's what it was.
Okay. So let's get started, little sister. You ready for this?
I'm already started. Hey, you know what?
Ready to rumble!
Oops. I did let you do your little cool voice action.
Yeah, 3 DPLs, hoping that I get the win.
You know what? You know what? I'm reigning champ.
I'm getting 3 wishes. Can I? Oh, okay. I can step on their heads. Look at it. Like, seriously, it's crazy how much different this is.
I don't think it even looks as nice.
Oh.
Was the Sega Genesis the superior system at the time?
Yes.
Or was that the newer system? Super Nintendo was not as new, I'm assuming. I don't know. I probably should know these things.
Yeah, I don't know the technical difficulties or the technical differences between the two systems. My gut is that the Sega was a little bit more advanced. Yeah, the color's different. Like, even the controls, like, you can take out enemies in this one. I don't think you can... Oh, look at that. Hey, that's from, a treasure heart? Oh, my goodness. This is, like, playing a whole new game.
What are your memories of playing the Aladdin game? I'm curious.
Okay, so actually, I think this is one of the few games we actually owned. Whoa,
yes.
Snakes! Snakes!
Snakes!
So I remember spending probably a lot more time on this one than the Lion King game. But I don't
know if we ever owned, like, as kids owned the Lion King. I know I bought it as a high schooler to do speedruns, but I don't think we owned that as children.
Wait, Peach Blaster, you played Aladdin? Interesting. Oh man, like this is a whole different level. I just finished my level.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, lame. I'm still here.
I wonder if I'll even get the carpet level.
Oh, that's like infamous.
What? This is I'm just blown away.
How can you imagine if in today's standards that the same game was so radically different, you know, because games get released on different systems all the time now and they're the exact same game.
My gut is, I mean, this is still when they were trying to figure out like gaming company stuff. Oh man. It is. That's true, DPL. Little sister typically is louder than Big Brother in real life, but I'm not sure what's going on with the mic. It's on our end here. It says it's. He says no. I think Little sister's way louder.
I had to learn to be louder to be heard over your. Oh crap! I failed. Well, like you're still in Agrabah, and I'm about to be in the desert. I remember that.
Like,
we both
apples. Loud. I can get apples.
I got apples too, and I got gems to like buy stuff, but I didn't have enough to buy at the market.
I didn't even have an option to buy.
Oh, well, see, your games is just not as good as mine.
Yeah. So I'm trying to remember like specific. Oh my goodness, it's Donkey Kong going on here.
I think So my favorite level in the Sega version, since I never played the Super Nintendo version,
Yeah.
was definitely being inside the genie's lamp,
Oh man, yeah, with all the floaty hands. I hope we get
which
there.
was also my favorite scene in the movie. For anyone that cares,
So,
Robin Williams was amazing.
Sneaky Kiki, you'd play the heck out of this, but it gets me thinking, like, people usually want to play like their favorite Disney movies. Is this one of your favorite Disney movies? Itty bitty leave his face. Oh man, we could seriously just do sweet Robin Williams Aladdin quotes all night.
He improv'd a lot of that. That's how amazing he was.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Also, fun fact, okay, so if people care, there's a really awesome video essay by Lindsay Ellis on YouTube. Oh no, I think I died. And she talks about the history of this movie as it was being made, and that this was one of the first movies that targeted or used an actor as part of their promotional stuff. Like prior to Aladdin, cartoons were just like people just did it because you liked the cartoon. With Aladdin, Disney was like, oh, let's convince people to go see it because it's a Robin Williams movie. And
he hated that. He did not want to be used to market a film, which I appreciate that. A lot of people that aren't into Japanese animations, they don't really appreciate the value of voice acting and voice actors and how much actually goes. It's its own skill set.
Yeah.
And I really don't like it sometimes when they just hire celebrities to do the voices just because they're famous. It takes a lot more than that.
Yeah, like and sometimes not being able to recognize the voice is kind of cool too. Like I'm trying to think. I think Princess Mononoke is one of my favorite anime shows, and for the longest time I couldn't recognize any of the voice acting in it. And then it was only later that I kind of learned. But prior to that,
actually some big stars.
Yeah, but prior to that, I just kind of appreciated it. So yeah, there's something to be said about like just letting kind of cartoons be themselves and like kind of figure it out. But yeah. Anyway, so everyone should go see that Lindsay Ellis or watch that Lindsay Ellis film essay. It's really, really good.
Also, one of the people, he's pretty famous. I can't remember his name. He's on Twitter. He made a really good argument that I didn't think about before about how sometimes people complain like, oh, that voice actor just sounds the same in like every character they play. But like no one makes a stink when, Will Smith plays a character. Like he's always Will Smith. He's never... Yeah. So, like, you could tell, like, actors don't necessarily always change how they look completely to play a role.
Mm-hmm.
So, we need to appreciate voice actors more.
And Sneaky Kiki and DPL brought up
Hercules!
I know, I was thinking about that.
Hercules! We are the muses. That was a really, I know we're supposed to be video games and not Disney, but I'm kind of a Disney buff.
This is also, it's 90s nostalgia. We're all into the 90s nostalgia here.
That's true. Hercules broke boundaries when they had basically a gospel singing group going through the songs in the show.
Kevin Sorbo Hercules. Oh, which had crossovers with Xena. Oh man, we are hitting the 90s hard today.
Oh man. I remember staying up past my bedtime to watch that and Space Ghost Coast to Coast, which I'm pretty sure we would have not been allowed to watch.
Yeah, that was not appropriate show for children.
It was pretty funny though.
This makes me think though, like Aladdin and Lion King each got their games. Does Little Mermaid have a game?
Yes, we played it.
Oh, I don't remember that.
And Pocahontas.
I remember Pocahontas has a game.
Oh, Pocahontas is so cool. We'll have to do that on a chill day.
Yeah,
someday.
not a versus day. I remember that game being really hard. Not that these games aren't hard.
I remember we were in Pennsylvania at our Puerto Rican grandparents' house. We had rented Pocahontas. I mean, I think you were just being a kind big brother and like went along with it. And we played that game for days. And finally, we almost got all the way to the end. It was the part of the movie where she's running. She's got a free John Smith. She's got all of her animal spirits. And like right before the last part of the game, like there was a power surge or something, and it completely shut off.
Okay,
And you were just dead.
hold on.
You're like, I'm not beating this. I'm not playing this again.
I want to pause for a second. This is so interesting. I want you all to listen about how Little Sister described it as a power surge. That it was a power surge that ended my run in the game. When really, Little Sister walked across the living room and knocked out the power cord from the game, thus ending my epic Pocahontas run.
You know what?
Yeah.
I refuse to take the fall.
Yeah, Little Sister unplugged my game. Little Sister was the cause of this supposed power surge.
That when you played The Lion King, which is also a game that we played in Pennsylvania.
It may have happened multiple times, but I know for a fact it was seared in my memory.
You know what? I was probably just being really kind. Probably like on my way back with snacks.
Oh.
Because you're stuck in a seat, not able to move.
Mad doesn't begin to describe how I feel. I think that was like, I rarely feel depressed. That was one of the few times where I experienced true depression, knowing how much work I'd put into a game. It probably was revenge. Little Sister was trying to get it back at me for all sorts of things.
What? I couldn't beat that game, so I would happily watched you play.
That's true. And then you happily unplugged me and kept me from ever winning. Oh, man.
Why don't you talk about Dizzy wanting to never have won a game?
Yeah.
But has anyone in the chat ever played the Fantastic Dizzy? I need to know this. Are we the only ones?
I'm sure.
It's a game about an egg.
An egg named Dizzy. That isn't Dizzy. Does he ever get dizzy? Ah, stupid.
Yeah, when he has to scuba dive.
No,
he scuba dives.
It's not a Canadian game, DPL.
I mean, to be fair, we played most of these games when we were in America.
That's true.
With family, either our uncle or our grandparents that like probably were the ones that rented the game for us.
Okay, this version is so different. Ow! But he keeps getting me.
Are you still in Agrabah?
I am still in Agrabah.
I mean, I was in the desert, and then for some reason, somehow I ended up back in Agrabah. That doesn't really make sense to me.
The Jax Man of Doom.
Oh, Iago! It got me.
What? Okay, but we were talking about like Disney movie games. Did they turn Hercules into a game too? That may have been a little bit when we were a little bit older. That would have been like Hercules.
I don't think so.
Because I think Hercules came out during the Nintendo 64 era, if I'm remembering correct. They did. Oh, DPL. What system was the game for? PlayStation 1. Oh, that makes sense.
Whoa, we never owned a PlayStation 1.
Sneaky Kiki's making fun of our Dizzy choice.
What? Okay. As bad as it looks, and I understand the concept, it's a freaking egg. You don't understand how frustrating and how hard that game actually was.
Ouch. Okay, this boss is really hard. This boss is very difficult, Little Sister. I'm having troubles.
Oh, it's because you're not as good as me.
That's not true.
I mean,
I have to admit though, like I do like that this game lets you take these guys out. In your version, you can't actually take the Agrabah guards out or the King's guards. So this game lets me knock them out.
You're gonna give me apples. I see.
That's a good question. So far he hasn't let me do anything. Okay, so he swipes, and then I hit him, and then I'm gonna jump up here to be safe. Okay, and then he's gonna swipe at me again.
Well, that's just lame. I think I'm supposed to hit this guy. This game is not very clear. They didn't really give instructions back then, did they? They just assumed we'd figure it out after dying enough times.
Okay, I hit him 3 times. That's typically... Oh, gotta hit him another time? Ah! So I can't hit him when his swords go...
Oh, my jumps are so bad.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Rolls Ferrari.
Why is it always barrels? Who thought this was a good idea?
Because
a good game mechanic.
This is back when they had limited creativity. They hadn't actually like expanded on games as a genre. And
I don't
so
even know if
everyone,
I'm hitting him or not.
everyone was still like, "Oh, let's just copy Donkey Kong.
Did.
Everyone knows how to do Donkey Kong. Let's not do anything new." Whoa! Oh,
Do people know how to do Donkey Kong?
that's the first time I see that. Oh, he was Jasmine.
Oh, is he stealing? Is he stealing bread?
No, this guy was
Yours?
like, no, he was. This guy was beating up on Jasmine.
Ooh,
Then I interrupted.
Oh no, I hate this level. I'm really bad at it, you guys. Oh no, there are bats in here. Oh hey, look. There's a dog with a key and a guy with a bone.
How do I?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm gonna do it this way. Swipe me.
Oops.
Got it.
I'm gonna die.
One.
I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die.
Ah. Got him
Get up,
again.
man.
One more time. Come on.
Aren't those barrels filled with booze?
What the-
Oh, that is true. But this is supposed to be a
Ah.
children's game.
Come on. Come on. Swipe me. Got you. Yes. Brother defeats the bad guy.
Oh, there's like
Ding,
a
ding,
skeleton.
ding. Ha ha
Boom.
ha 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 ha.
Oh, look, it's Sebastian the crab.
Oh, look. I'm about to fall in
He's-
love. Look
He's
at me.
in jail.
You didn't even get to rescue Jasmine. I just got to rescue Jasmine.
My game's not sexist, and we know that Jasmine can rescue herself.
Sick burn. Brother
Oh,
just
look,
got
the
burned.
skeleton has Mickey Mouse ears on.
Aha!
This
DPL.
game's very much more.
DPL, the official judge of the game, says brother is winning.
What?
Ha 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 ha.
And how are you going to judge that when a Super Nintendo stupid game levels are faster than mine?
Because, no, I was in Agrabah for like this entire time. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Excuses. Brother's taking it to sister with a sucker punch to the jaw, maybe.
With the sucker punch to the nothing.
Oh,
Because
man.
that's what you are. Nothing.
A sucker punch because you're a sucker. Ha ha ha.
Uh-huh.
This one actually tries to tell a story.
This one just assumes
I have,
that you
I have
watched
not
the
beat
movie.
any skeletons. No, I'm just about to get into some skeletons now. We'll see.
Wait, are you just now in the dungeon?
Okay, my Agrabah levels were a lot longer than yours, and I had to fight a boss because Little Sister didn't have to fight any bosses.
Yes, I did. I just had to fight the main guard. Ah!
I'm skipping through all this
Arguing
text.
with
I don't know why
you
I'm
is
waiting.
making me lose.
Good, I gotta keep it up. Keep her distracted. That's my strategy. Whoa, this is so different than yours.
I just died.
Ouch. Oh, so did I. Look, I'm not even in prison. I think I'm right in Genie's cave. I skipped the prison level. This is crazy.
Do you realize that there had to be like a whole set of different like game designers and programmers, and Disney probably still had to sign off on the entire game to like make sure it lined up with their values?
Yeah, I'm like really curious. Like who this was Capcom developed this one, and I don't know who developed yours. Does someone want to look that up real quick? Who developed the Sega version of the game? Because obviously they didn't do an equal port.
Oh
It was
my
two
goodness.
different companies.
I cannot believe I just fell.
And what am I supposed to do with all my gems? Like
There should be a market.
I don't
that
have
we
a
can
market.
buy 'em in.
Oh no! Bat! Ah! Oh man, I'm gonna have to use a continue.
Yeah, these bats are crappy.
Oh, but Sneaky Kiki, what if my game doesn't have any skeletons?
Well, I'm playing the harder game, clearly.
That is not true. Skeletons are like the easiest enemy in any game. When have you ever had a game with difficult skeletons?
Spooky, scary skeletons come creeping down your spine.
Oh, that's right, Virgin, because it was the same one that did the the Lion King port. So it was Virgin software. Good call.
I better have turned that lamp.
Ah.
Okay, good.
But the question is, I don't think Capcom. I think Virgin did the port for SNES Lion King too, if I'm remembering correctly. So I'm curious why this one was different. Why the Aladdin port was different. Oh no, bat! Oh, it almost got me again. I didn't learn. Oh, what's this thing? What am I supposed to? How do I get it? I'm gonna get the skeleton before. Or die, Scorpion.
I have to be done with this level soon.
Aha! I'm destroying bats and. Oh no! Oh! What the? Ah, no! I didn't know how the jump worked. I didn't know. That tricked me.
Oh, lame.
Oh, of course, continue.
Do you remember Quackshot, which was
Quackshot?
Donald Duck?
No.
The Donald Duck game?
Oh, I do remember Quackshot. Yeah. Man, I feel like today's been like the member berry episode. Folks know the member berries from South Park? Member Chewbacca? Have you seen that episode?
Yes.
Yeah. Remember Star Wars? Oh, man.
Do we want to talk about what we're doing next week when we're not battling one another and we're back being good siblings to one another?
We'll save the tease for that. Oh my goodness. We'll save the tease for that at the end of the episode. Okay. So I'm curious. So we got Sneaky Kiki's favorite Disney movie. She said favorite Disney movie was not, or it wasn't Aladdin. She said it was tied between Beauty and the Beast, right? Did I remember correctly? Now I'm
Wait,
looking
Beauty
back.
and the Beast had a game?
No, it didn't have a game. I'm asking just favorite Disney movie. Or was it Aladdin? Maybe it was Aladdin. Scroll. Oh, okay, a bunch of them. She can't choose.
Me.
What are other folks' favorite Disneys? 90s Disneys? Because I don't actually. What was the last 90s Disney movie?
Oh. Was it Toy Story? I think that came out in 1999.
I know it's Disney Pixar, but I think that was before Disney owned Pixar. So DPL said Hercules. DPL, what was it about Hercules that made it your favorite? And folks, if anyone else has their favorites too, I'd love to hear. I'm trying to think what my favorite would be.
I hate this level.
Honestly, I love Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid might be one of my favorite Disneys.
Well, Beauty and the Beast has my vote. I loved that movie. And I wanted that library, like every other child that loved reading.
Yeah, I made it. Oh. Chills when you're blasting. Oh, he's singing a song. I can go the distance. Oh, man, we should all just sing Disney songs. Oh, treasure! Look at this! Haha! Brother wins! First to the lamp. Oh, no, skeleton! There's a skeleton! Look at this. Now I'm fighting a skeleton. Take that, Sneaky Kiki. But now I gotta survive.
I'm going to murder someone if I cannot get out of this level.
I'm gonna
These
win.
jumps.
I'm gonna win.
You don't win anything. We're playing
gonna win.
separate games.
Ah, look, I found the carpet. Oh, he's not. Come on.
Oh,
Activate.
my
Activate.
Goodness, I am done with Aladdin. You can rot in this dungeon
man.
for all I care.
I got me a magic carpet. This round, brother.
What?
Hold on. Gotta play our bell ring.
You are just a cheater.
No cheating, just skill.
Oh.
Wait. Oh, no. Oh, no. DPL, don't share that secret. Ugh. Yeah. Wait, Toy Story 2 was 1999?
What?
Wow.
When did the first one come out?
Probably 97, I guess. Or maybe 95? Yeah, 95. Oh, wow. Man.
Oh, guys, I made it to the exit. Woohoo!
90s
Finally.
Are the best. Okay.
I remember watching the first Toy Story and a tornado had torn through our town in Canada.
That's right. We were coming back from watching Toy Story, and it was a big storm that night. That's also, it's the legendary night where people were at a drive-in movie theater. You can actually look this up. It made the news. People were at a drive-in movie theater watching the film Twister.
Where a twister goes through the drive-in.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh.
Down. Oh, no. What the? Ah, ow.
Apparently.
Okay. Down.
Right.
Okay. I think we go up here. I thought I'd made it to the lamp. I think it's first one to the lamp wins. I think that's what we should do.
No, that's lame.
Oh, come on.
Because I'm going to lose. My levels are longer than yours.
That is not true at all.
Yes, it is.
Oh. Yeah. Like, how crazy is that? That an actual tornado, like, ripped through the drive-in movie theater. Oh, no. What the? Come on. How am I supposed to pull this thing down.
Oh.
Oh, these puzzles are too difficult. Oh man.
When we were younger in our child minds.
I'm gonna.
Oh, Rose Ferrari actually knows what we're talking about. It happened in Canada, just to clarify.
It probably happened in multiple places. I mean, statistically, it's probably likely. In fact, Canada, where we were in Ontario, is probably one of the least likely places for it to happen, given that it's not really like a tornado-y place.
That is true. That is odd that actually happened.
Oh, no! Ah!
What was I supposed to do?
Yeah, the cow.
I hate bats in this game. I just want to point that out. And this lady is like shooting stuff at me.
So with Twister though, I mean, who didn't think tornado chasers were like super cool after seeing that movie? I think everybody had like a brief stint where they were like, you know what? Maybe I'll chase tornadoes. Or was I the only one? I can't imagine I was the only one.
Don't look up, you dummy.
Okay.
I do not remember this at all.
That was my problem. I wasn't holding on long enough. Yeah, Jurassic Park as well. Oh, I totally thought I was going to be a paleontologist or whatever. What is it? What's the word?
Yeah, it's paleontologist.
That's right.
Or in the words of my husband, a pantherologist. It was really cute when he said that.
Oh, I want to be a pantherologist.
I want to be a pantherologist.
That is cute. Oh man. Oh man, yeah, tornadoes going off, the sirens. It's frightening. Cause we got tornado warnings all the time. Like we grew up we did a lot of Midwest growing up too in Ohio. I don't think I actually ever saw, at least not when we were in Ohio, I don't think I ever saw a tornado. There were tornado warnings, but I don't think I ever remember. I just remember the practice sirens. The only time we ever saw tornadoes or did tornado-y stuff is like when we were driving through Oklahoma for like various trips and things.
That is true. Hell, remember we had to like pull over
on the side of
lamp!
That
one time?
Brother got to the lamp!
That means nothing when we're playing different games!
Take that, little sister.
Oh, you know what? I took it. Oh my goodness.
Oh.
You sure defeated me playing a different game where the levels aren't as long.
Brother wins. Brother wins. Oh, man. Yeah, Rosa Ferrari. So, I mean, we were born in Canada, so we're Canadian by birth, but we did most of our growing up in Columbus. And I went to Ohio State for undergrad, so I'm a Buckeye through and through.
I did nothing.
Sneaky Kiki, there are a lot of tornadoes in out in Manitoba, in the prairies. I don't think I'm trying to think if I've ever heard of like tornadoes out there. You think there'd be a lot out there too? Oh, green skies. Yeah, I've seen those too. It's kind of scary. It's like that's tornado weather.
I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, lava level
right now.
Famous lava. Now you know what I went through on my level. But oh man, this is. Oh
I
no!
do?
Oh no! Oh no! What? I was stuck for a while on my puzzles. Ah! Okay, the lava got me. Oh, come on. Oh, collapse.
Oh my goodness, Page Master. That's all I got from your story, DPL.
Page Master.
Because that movie. Woo!
Oh yes. Okay.
All right, I give up because it's making me start all the way back at the beginning.
Oh, I don't know how I'm supposed to jump over that hill.
Brother wins with his shorter, easier game. Oh, I hate you. You could just keep your head from bobbing.
As always, folks,
Disney is racist.
The time is up. Hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. And to tease people for next week, we don't know if we have any Legend of Zelda fans as part of the family here. But next week, Big Brother and Little Sister are playing through Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. So Big Brother's going to be playing the new Switch release.
Version.
Well, so Big Brother's going to play the Switch release, and Little Sister's going to play side by side the original Game Boy DX version.
Yes. Well, we're not 100% sure how it's going to play out, only because the Switch version probably has way more to it than obviously the original.
I'm not sure.
Game.
Well, it's got extra stuff, but I'm not sure how much extra stuff. So we'll see. But it'll be fun. So if folks are fans of Legend of Zelda or like playing Link's Awakening, it's one of our favorites,
fun.
And we're excited to play it with you. So tune in next week. As always, like, subscribe, share with the fam. And
we'll talk to you through the week on all the medias.
Yeah, and we'll see you around.
See you next time. This is Brother Sister.
Brother and a sister.
Brother.